Kevin Durant needs to make up his mind because he's about to ruin his own career. The same burner tweet Durant made about the Thunder roster being trash is what he said about the Nets lineup this week. Yup, he said he requested a trade because, quote, when we're all playing like you know the one person they're gonna look at. He called out his own teammates and pointed out that the only reason we expect the Nets to win was because of KD, basically calling his lineup trash. That's an easy minus 200 in team chemistry. The only difference is this time he didn't try to hide behind a burner.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
This statement came after the Nets had just lost by 32 to the Kings.
It's awful.
The funny thing is that the lineup that KD talked about with Harris, O'Neal, Summer, Claxton, and KD is actually a plus 3.3 net rating, so technically they are winning. But whatever. Durant sat down with Chris Haynes and Marcus Spears in an exclusive interview and ended up dissing the Nets and saying that his legacy isn't based on winning. It's predicated on what Cam Thomas is learning from me and what he'll take away to help him by the time he's in his 10th year. Man, speaking like he's Udonis Haslem and not Kevin Durant earning $44 million this year. 2%. The reason why Durant decided to go to the Nets was to build his own championship team, to be the undisputed main star of a winning franchise. Like, if KD hits this 3, 2, you gotta subscribe. The interesting thing is that KD is explaining why he asked for a trade, but when he requested a trade, Kyrie had just opted in and decided to stay with the team. He was supposed to play the entire season, so did KD just think that Kyrie was not going to be in the lineup? Rather, what he's describing is what happened when the Nets got swept by the Celtics, when pretty much everyone pointed their finger at Durant, except KD was horrible.
What am I doing?
It works both ways.
Durant racing to the bucket and score!
In 2021, everyone praised Durant for dragging an injured Nets team to 7 games against the Bucks. So, do you want to take back that praise? It almost seems like there is no perfect situation because KD wants all the credit of being the main guy despite simultaneously being just a hooper. Man doesn't care about anything but hoops.
What is that?
And then he wants to go to the Suns and Miami, literally the #1 seeds. KD playing into the meme. What is up, dudes, dudettes, ballers, players? It's your boy MJ. Wait, Ben just scored his highest point total in 500 days at 15 points, earning $35 million.
Drops it off, Simmons dishes.
Yeah, the Nets don't have many ways to get better because no one wants Ben and Kyrie has simply been unavailable. But now we're seeing it implode in real time. The Nets are 7-9 leading into Thanksgiving with KD carrying.
That's tough.
And you need a drink to carry your Thanksgiving, like Jarritos, the sponsor of today's video. Jarritos are fruit-flavored Mexican sodas. They got 12 different flavors in their Fiesta pack. Grapefruit, lime, pineapple, Mexican cola. Mandarin's my favorite, as you know. That's a better starting 5 than the Nets.
Bruh.
But I've been drinking fruit punch too. It's so good. But most importantly, it's healthier. Made with real sugar, no high fructose corn syrup, all in a glass bottle. Get Jarritos variety packs at Walmart to try every flavor. Link will be in the description to find your nearest store. Get something for everyone in the family. So good. And KD doesn't have that much time left. We're talking about one of the greatest players ever, arguably a top 3 scorer ever. He's 32 years old and the Nets refuse to trade him. He has 4 years left on his contract, so he has no leverage. But this isn't the first time we've seen this issue, because KD keeps digging himself his own hole. Kevin Durant for years complained about the Thunder not having enough ball movement with Westbrook, that the offense was too reliant on himself and Russ. Westbrook and Durant both had usage rates above 30% in multiple playoff series. Westbrook actually shot more than Durant. At the end of his run with the Warriors, Durant made it clear that he felt like he wasn't part of a group, that he wanted to dive deeper into his bag to go away from the motion offense since it didn't work in the last 2 rounds of the playoffs. So now there's too much ball movement? Huh? Make up your mind? You be making claims that just don't be making sense. Legacy isn't based on winning. In fact, Durant has been searching for the perfect team for years. Even though Durant was a top 2 player in the NBA, Westbrook was the franchise player and beloved star of Sam Presti, the Thunder GM. Presti's relationship with Westbrook was closer than with Durant. So whatever issues KD had with Westbrook, he couldn't discuss it because he knew the dynamic. He even admitted it in Matt Barnes' podcast.
OKC, I play with a lot of athletes. I didn't play with a lot of skill guys, not like shooters, ball handlers. I was tired of like having to be the only guy that can make threes, make jump shots, and consistently make them.
Shots fired. So in come the Warriors team ball, a move he said
a no-brainer. I would do that a million times.
In a place that KD thought he could become the man, especially after Draymond cried to KD in the parking lot after losing to the Cavs. Warriors needed KD and KD needed them. That's also when
the Fire Nation attacked.
KD became a villain. The whole world was shook to its core and started calling Durant a snake, traitor, you know the rest.
I'll be a snake today.
Durant's image took a massive hit, joining a 73-9 super team. Stephen A. Smith said,
"Well, I'm viewing it as the weakest move I've ever seen from a superstar."
Are you sure about that?
But apparently he didn't care because he just wanted to hoop, and it worked.
But I knocked down the not giving a ladder with that too.
He got 2 chips and 2 Finals MVPs out of it. So problem solved, right? Wrong.
Okay.
The last season with the Warriors, KD felt the offense was stagnant. He had issues with Steve Kerr and his play calling. You definitely know KD pulled out all the burners after that one.
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man.
The breaking point was Draymond fighting with Durant and telling him to leave the Warriors during the 2018-19 season, that the team had already won without him and could win again without him. Damn, Draymond, you should be a psychic because you were spot on. According to KD though, the issue wasn't the fight, but how it was handled. He didn't like how the organization got in their business and picked sides. Durant felt like the odd one out. The organization skewed towards Curry and not KD. All of this led to him leaving. The Nets were supposed to be the answer to the media claiming he couldn't win without a super team. It was supposed to be his fresh start coming off of an injury. And once KD moves to the Nets, most of the media, aside from Knicks fan, screw you KD, was content and felt like this was the perfect opportunity for Durant to prove he doesn't need a super team, that he can win a title with his own franchise. Too bad the media did a quick 180, Kyrie saying, "We don't need a coach," and KD backing that. Then Harden coming in a narrative that KD can't win without a super team resurfaced. For a long time, Durant didn't confront organizations despite building resentments and complaints.
Steve Kerr act like it didn't happen. Bob Myers and tried to discipline you. And
feeling like a second fiddle to Westbrook and Curry.
That's pretty interesting.
Durant and Kyrie took it upon themselves to lead, but are now running away from the smoke.
Came here to make new friends.
And trust me, there's been a lot of it.
Down the other end, layup is good.
Durant was tired of being number 2. He said about himself versus LeBron, and I get it. It's almost as if KD wanted to do with the Nets what LeBron did with the Cavs and Lakers. He wanted to be in charge of an organization, be more involved in the decision making, and what followed next was literally a dumpster fire. It's a conscious choice to team up with Kyrie, to vouch for and want an inexperienced head coach, to trade for your friend Harden at the expense of depth and be part of another super team, and it's your choice to call out your own teammates. 7 to 8 months ago, Steve Nash's strategy was to play Kevin Durant as much as possible at the age of 31 or lose. Durant played 37 minutes a game last season, 36.6 right now. His usage rate is actually higher than his MVP season. The same carry job he wanted to avoid in the Thunder, the same top heaviness that he complained about is now his reality. This is the same Durant that once was praising the Nets GM Sean Marks and raving about Steve Nash when he was first hired. Fast forward 2 years and now Durant's forcing management to make a choice between him and the coach. Durant has failed, plain and simple, but he continues to hide behind a hooper narrative that all he wants and cares about is playing basketball, while still demanding trade requests that put the whole team in turmoil. But he also signed a 4-year contract extension in 2021. He didn't follow the LeBron signed 1-year extensions with a player option. Now he's frustrated at his own situation, wasting his remaining prime years on a destroyed Nets team of his creation. I ain't seen a star player like this be in this big of a lose-lose situation. Durant is still one of the greatest players ever, but instead of climbing the ranks, he's ruining his legacy bit by bit. And he's stuck always wanting creating a better situation. Especially with the Warriors winning last year, Durant doesn't seem to be the winner he was cut out to be, nor the guy to lead to a championship. The all-day Nova KingsThe shout goes to Christian Morgan. Thanks for the all-day support. And if you want to know what LeBron is trying to hide from you, there's a video right here. And if you're still here, you're a real one, so comment legacy so I know. It's your boy MJ. We out. And we vibe.